Hello, welcome. It's DROD again. So Königsberg Swamps turned out to be just the right amount of warm-up, I'd say, for a new official hold that has been released. So the Treacle Stew Smite selection has been in development for a while. It's been a long time since the last Smite Master selection. Finding the First Truth was, I believe, 2011? So 11 years since then. But yeah, so there's a new one. This was also in the work for a long time, but it's here now, and I'm gonna play it. By Leylight, Chaco, author of Finding the First Truth, Time After Time, all sorts of other stuff we've played. Shortly after, Bithro guides the citizenry of Dugan through King Dugan's dungeon to survive the turning. He receives new contract work from an unlikely employer. So we got an actual follow-up to the Second Sky here. So, let's see what we're in for. Cutscene, there's going to be voice acting, I'm pretty sure. Right, the turning is happening. We're underground. Oh boy, I have to remember my Second Sky lore. Is there a secret back here? No, it's Black Widows. Oh! Oh, I want to explore the introduction. Okay, thanks for the choice. I press 1. Ooh.
Wow, what a crazy year. What started out with Bithro merely learning an exciting fact about the shape of the world had turned into a race through all the continents of the Eighth. It was neat to see so many new places, but he was getting worn out with all the traveling. Now, in these familiar chambers of King Dugan's dungeon, he felt like he had some time to catch his breath. These were his old stomping grounds, even if it was all upside down now.
Yeah, check it out. I don't have to read it myself. If I know my voices, I believe that's Rabid Child. Created April 1st, 2020. Okay, so that's how long this was. Okay, King Dugan's dungeon, 3rd level. Upside down. Familiar chambers of King Dugan's dungeon. Sure, okay. Alright.
Hey, buddy. The turning's over. Time to get out of here.
5 more minutes.
Fine. Keep napping. Could probably use it.
So this Bithro voice, I believe, is... Oh, shoot. What is his name? The alternate one. Not Sten Ryerson. What is his name? Whoa. Well, how about that? Sound credits. Oh no, Snacko, that's the one. Right. We heard his voice in Flood Warning and a bunch of other stuff.
Dugan's probably all shaken up. Probably making all kinds of new rules so he can pretend he's still in control. I wouldn't want to get caught up in that. Maybe I can find Vanifa and talk to her. Let her know Half's still okay, at least.
Right, okay. So I'm gonna go talk to Vanifa. Neat. Oh, that's King Dugan right there, presumably. Uh-huh, King Dugan's head. King Dugan. Who are all these people? Bomas Gadhan is here. Oh boy. Brunt Chief is there too. Bunch of citizens. There's Health. No, it's Child. It's probably Health though. Looks like Health. Elaine Jorals. Alright. Alright, got people here. Now they're just in the conversation, I guess. A bunch of Healths. Okay, I guess those are just children. Gherkin. All the cucumbers for the king's salads have been bruised. Replace them with lucumbers. He won't notice. Okay. Whoa, my cursor did a weird thing there. I wonder why. Alright. Well, let's talk to Dugan. Oh, but his orb is broken. Well, I guess I won't be talking to Dugan. Okay. Let's look around. Right, yeah, I'm playing the introduction, so we're not going straight to the puzzles. Maybe there won't be any of those today. 20 to 30 minutes. Exactly episode length. That is incredibly suspicious. So this was a monster maze. Oh, but it's all cleared out. I see. Okay. We're in the remnants of an already cleared floor here. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I can't get to that stuff. This is already mapped out. Oh, right, I saw this in the intro, and then this is... Why is this already mapped? Oh, right, I saw this in the intro. Rocks were falling. There's a character citizen there. You're probably just for scripting, but maybe not. How does that work? In rooms I haven't stepped into... No, those don't show up, right? I don't know. Anyway. Well, I can go in here and get myself not actually trapped. Does Beathro have anything to say about this? Probably not. But maybe. I guess not. If I knew King Dugan's dungeon better, I'm wondering if I would recognize these rooms. I might. I played that hold once and,
You know, I was always checking the ceiling for wraith wings when I was down here. I never paid attention to the contours, though. Never thought I'd be walking on the roof.
Right. Yeah, I played it once. Not a hold I know extremely well. How does this... Okay, that would get me to that scroll. What's the scroll say? This is vaguely tickling a sensation of familiarity. Whoa, the music is gone. Relocated mimic potions to internal storage. DAA Dugan branch. Okay. I'm gonna break these walls. Oh no, I got myself trapped. Good thing I have undo. Wind blowing recording. Okay, cool. Free sound, etc. Is there wind blowing? If so, it's so quiet I cannot tell. There might be? It's so quiet I can't tell. I'm assuming there was, because there were credits for it and the music stopped for it, so probably. Okay, so we got nothing much going on here. Wasn't there a side path? Yeah, this one I did not take. I might have to go all the way back for that. I'm kind of hoping this will loop around so I don't have to go all the way back like this might. Do you open what I want you to open? I could click, but I'm gonna walk. Oh. Okay, sure, good enough. Alright, here we go. This connects. Relocated mimic potion to internal storage. Alright then. Yeah, this looks a lot like... Okay, so this would have been a mimic room. I do feel like I solved this room once. This one is more than the others, tickling my sense of familiarity. I wonder if there are secrets at the edges of these levels that I should remember and look for. Maybe I should replay that hold someday. I should replay all the holds someday. That'd be a great activity if I had infinite time. Might be worthwhile even without that, though. Oh, don't hit that orb, I guess. Okay, what's over here? Invisibility potion, alright. Reinforced to prevent further Roach Queen infestations. I guess with these obstacles. Okay. Let's try this way. If I'm supposed to be looking for where I am expected to know the exit stairway is, I guess I do know because it's here. It has shown me. Otherwise, I would not have had any idea. Okay. Sure, this just looks like a dead end. Alright, south part of the bridge. Wait, hold on, is that a south exit? It is. Hold up. Orbs and another south exit. Clank. Alright, well, no idea what ever went on in here, but... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! How does... How in the editor do you place an orb that lightnings to a tile that has nothing on it? Is it connected to lighting, maybe? Like lighting so dim that I can't see it? Because I would not otherwise know how to do that. Maybe there's some obscure script trick, or maybe it's just the lighting thing. I don't think you can connect orbs to invisible lights, though, just like the light posts, I thought. But I guess I don't know everything about the DROD editor. Or maybe there's a way to do that with scripting. Yeah, there might actually be a script command for invoking the lightning bolt effect at a particular location. The visual effect portion of the scripting is one of the parts of this I know the least about. Oh, this is the 8 Gates of Bill room, okay. The 8 Gates of Bill. A formidable puzzle indeed. It used to be a lot harder, but I wrote down the effect of the orbs down. I wrote down the effects of the orbs down on scrolls next to each orb. Also, you might want to conquer the other rooms first. Okay? Toggle. I wonder if that typo was true to the original. Again, I would not know. Alright, or maybe these scrolls just weren't there. Right, yeah, in Webfoot, DROD, and maybe even Architect's Edition, you couldn't actually click,
Ha! I can just walk under the gates now. Good riddance.
You wouldn't actually be able to click on orbs to see what their effects were. You just have to hit them and find out. Okay, so I got past that force arrow, can continue in this way. Something looks vaguely familiar about this room. These were like broken walls before, I want to say, but I don't know anything. So that would get me to the exit west of here. What else is happening? Room with pit and not much else. Ooh, room with big pit in the middle and not much else going on. Does Beathrow have anything to say about this? No. Right. So, exit room. Hey, Health, maybe.
There you are, you tremendous oaf.
Oh, and it's Vanifa.
Hey there, Uncle Beathrow.
Ooh.
You heroic pudding brain. You caused me years of worry and grief. But I guess you did manage to save the world. Somehow. By some miracle.
I'm sorry, Vanifa. When Half and I went underground back then, I had no idea what I was getting into. One thing led to another, and it just got out of hand.
It's a good thing Half wrote some letters back to me. Otherwise, I might have to slap you.
Oh,
Yeah, did you think they had me doing paperwork all day?
well, I'm glad that settles that.
For now. But we'll definitely have a long talk sometime in the future. World-saving heroism isn't a sustainable career. And I don't want the rest of the young ones getting any bright ideas about dungeon extermination.
Well, at least there is a world to look forward to now. Everyone in Dugan is safe. Alf, how did the rest of the world fare?
Reports are still coming in, but headcounts seem to agree closely with census data. That means nearly everybody made it inside.
Inside. Right. I guess we can't really call it underground anymore. Or maybe we still can.
Anyway, now that you're here, I need to pass on a message. First Defense Coordinator, from the Empire, wants to meet you. Come to the door on 10th level, he says.
What for? I've got the rest of Dugan's dungeon to clean out.
Do you know?
It's an important, top-secret matter that involves the evacuation of Dugan citizens to the new surface. It's a job that you're best suited for. Our DAA agents can help the citizens get through the dungeon.
Get through? To where?
To level 24 at least. There's enough food that they can wait there while we solve this problem. But we need to move quickly. You need to be briefed so you can get to where you need to go quickly.
All right. Sounds important. This coordinator can explain on the way.
Get this figured out. And come back as soon as you can.
Alright then, so Half's a little older. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've actually gotten to meet Vanifa in person. She's been referred to plenty of times. Beathrow's sister is, actually Half's mother. That's right, yes, of course. Beathrow's sister. His nephew's mother. Alright. See ya, Vanifa. See ya, Half. Doing something with it was First Defense Coordinator, right? I think so. Alright.
Beathrow and Half moved quickly through the remaining levels of King Dugan's dungeon.
Half's coming
They were
along.
very sparsely populated, and there were very few roadblocks or collapsed paths. All the tar was even nicely sealed away in 8th level, with no tar mothers in sight. Empire workers had clearly been through here ahead of time, making sure the path was safe. When the two arrived at the 10th level exit room and opened the door, just behind it they found a very casually dressed man who introduced himself as First Defense Coordinator and told them to follow him. Along the way, Bethro tried to ask what the situation was or why he was needed, but the man remained steadfastly silent. He turned to Half for advice, but Half could only say that it was standard protocol and that we just need to get to the meeting room. Soon, the three arrived at a very familiar office.
I like how the footsteps stopped right then. Oh, what's this music? Good old Empire bureaucracy. Still alive, of course.
Oh no, not this place again.
Oh, this place. I know where it is. First Defense Coordinator. Alright, that's him. Dressed like a stalwart.
The tar technician will see you now.
That's Chaco's voice. I'm guessing this is going to be sound credits for those footsteps. Alright. I could try to go south, but I'm going to cooperate and go this way.
Salutations.
Right, terribly sorry for my rudeness. This is a top secret matter. Therefore, we have to discuss this in a secure facility, far from other ears. We can't let this news get out. It has to be delivered only to you. So, again, sorry about that. Let's try to get through this quickly. I know you like simple, fast explanations, so we'll try to sum it up as soon as possible. To begin, we can't evacuate the citizens of Afalna to the location we thought we could.
Where were you going to put them?
A specific spot on the new surface. There's far too many of them to host underground. They can restart surfacer civilization up there.
Sure, makes sense. Go on.
But there was a problem with the exit zone.
We dug the tunnel to the exit zone, far ahead of the turning, of course. But after the turning, reports came in that our proposed exit was on the underside of a giant lake. When the water fell onto the new surface, it pooled in spots we didn't expect. So, the spot our tunnel was going to emerge out of is now underwater. So, we have to go around it
Wait.
and emerge at a different point instead.
Alright, sure, that's a problem. But isn't the Empire really good at digging tunnels? What do you need my help for?
Sorry, we're getting to that. It'll all make sense soon, I hope. Anyway, our surveyors took a look at the newly proposed tunnel route. The most direct route to the new extraction point goes through very dense bedrock. Seismic surveys suggest we need to be very careful cutting through there, but tunneling with conventional pickaxes or drills would take far too long. So our department decided it would be best to loosen the rock with a specific kind of shape-directed explosive.
The Defense Authority then recruited the TAR Authority to help with the project. The TAR Authority contains all of our mathematicians and engineers who specialized in the study of colloidal suspensions and fluid force distribution mechanisms. We ran several calculations on the type of materials necessary for the explosive parameters and found that the necessary suspension was green.
Green suspension? You mean gel?
Ah!
Yeah, gel. The green tar stuff.
It's forbidden! It's forbidden! No mention may be made of the forbidden gel.
Forbidden? I just ran into a whole bunch of it over the past year.
Oh.
When I was trying to get to Lowest Point. And visiting the Mineral Museum. And an explosive storage right in Rooted Hub.
Then those instances were highly illegal. The forbidden gel is forbidden, and as head of the TAR Authority, I forbid you, First Defense Coordinator, from employing it.
No, that's ridiculous. We're going to use it anyway. The right tool for the right job. Anyway, this is where you come in, Bethro.
Finally.
There's an out-of-city Empire facility, net-kept conferent, where I believe large quantities of gel can be made.
Can't you just get some gel mothers and make a whole bunch?
Absolutely not! When we forbade gel, we destroyed all the gel and gel mothers. Or nearly all of it, apparently.
Okay, but you can make some more of them, right?
Not only did we destroy the gel mothers and gel, we destroyed the genetic recipes. It's impossible for anyone to make any new gel.
Oh, I just got a good idea. What if...
We used a tar gel or mud gel converter token to turn stuff into gel?
Right, that.
Those tokens are also forbidden. And they need samples of fresh, non-contaminated tar, mud and gel to work properly. It would have to be provided on site.
So that's all the background. I believe, even if my friend does not, that a copy of the gel recipe exists in that facility. Your mission will be to recover that recipe and track down anyone there who is familiar with creating gel from scratch. You might be able to find a specialist who could really speed this project along. Send them directly to my office.
Okay, great. But why do you need a Smite Master and not a meeting guy or a gather a committee guy?
The facility is most likely full of nameless citizens, rogue tar technicians, and generally people from the Empire, all working on secret projects. Last time I was there, the whole place had a strict front as a retreat lodge for scientists, poets, and other creative writers. So there's no way a tar technician, or a coordinator, or anyone on official business could find anything suspicious. If, however, a Slayer were there to do some routine extermination, he would have a good reason to poke around and maybe find a secret passage leading to the real gel production facility.
Alright, so go to the place, get to the back rooms without alerting anybody, get past security, get the gel recipe, and find some gel experts. Okay.
Yep, that's pretty much it. 18th Architect, you and I will coordinate the tunnel project.
First Slayer, just one more bit of advice before you go. Don't believe everything you hear.
Okay, that was a lot to unpack. I need to go back through this. There were several things I wanted to comment on, but I didn't want to interrupt. Okay, let's look through this again. So, a lot of stuff going on. That was, by Empire standards, a very brief summary of this. Let's see here. So first thing I was keying into... Wait, hold on. This doesn't show the full speech log. Oh, speech log has a limit. I see. And this goes beyond it. All right. First thing I noticed was Half saying something about how water pooled on the new surface in places they didn't expect. So this is reminding me of something I read about the geometry of the 8th. So first of all, so it's shaped like a big pizza slice, right? At some point during our journey, we went toward, I guess Sun Island was way up here on the tip, and that's where the Pharaoh child was. So it's way hot up there, way cold down here. Then one of the questions asked of the truth vessels was, what's the total area of the 8th? And the reason that's a hard thing to answer was because there's some kind of wraparound, like if you're on the slice over here and you keep going this way, you just wrap around to this part. So like if you're just all the way on the outer edge, you could keep going around forever and just loop from point to point. Supposedly there's some kind of looping from the singularity up at the top where it's hot to the cold part down here, and also from top to bottom on the y-axis. So water pooling in places you don't expect from the new surface. Wait, hold on, the new surface, right, the one that's now right side up. So water potentially falling from the... Right, it's the Onsuary floods. Water seeps through... I don't know if I'm getting any of this right. This is half-remembered lore from just conversations I've had with people. But anyway, this is how I understand it. So water, So Onsuary floods, lots of rain comes down, and then pools up in lakes and stuff, and slowly drains downward through the vast network of underground tunnels that is all over the 8th. Then got to the bottom of that, and fell out again as rain, looping over back to the top of the 8th. So again, that's how the water would have pooled in unexpected spaces on the new surface, basically. That's my understanding. So, right, next thing. Right, gel is forbidden, can't talk about it. What am I looking for? Right, so nice little recap of some places Beethro had encountered gel before. Had the first instance and the explosives. Mineral Museum. When and where was that? So I remember explosive storage. I remember, sure, the first encounter on the way to lowest... Actually, first encounter was the Razarus Archipelago, right? I think that's right, yeah. Mineral Museum. Wasn't that... That was another Smite Master selection. Devilishly Dangerous Dungeons of Doom, I think it might have been? I want to say that was the one. I'm not sure, though. Wait, yes, okay. Mineral Museum. Alliterative. Yeah, that's a good clue. Okay. Devilishly Dangerous Dungeons of Doom. That was where it was. First defense contractor, going to use it. Right tool for the job. Nevkept Conferent. Yeah, so this Nevkept prefix keeps showing up in, like, ancillary locations Bithro visits. So all the Smite Masters, well, a lot of the Smite Masters selections have taken place in Nevkept locations, and this keeps up that naming convention, which is neat. So you need samples of fresh gel to make the tokens, which is neat. Cool lore about how dungeon items are constructed here. Someone who's familiar with creating gel from scratch. I wonder if we're going to meet First Chemist or some other chemist, maybe. Because, like, the chemist profession was kind of a thing of the past at the point that Bithro met First Chemist at the end of Finding the First Truth. Man, I have not thought about this lore for a while. It's fun to put all these pieces back together again. Right, so the scientists, poets, and other creative writers. I feel like there's a joke in here somewhere that I'm only like half getting, but anyway. So Empire still thinks of Bithro as first Slayer. That has remained his job title. Half was 18th Architect. Surprisingly high ranking. Maybe there aren't very many architects left, or maybe he's just been in the organization long enough to get some seniority. Or maybe there just aren't that many architects. But yeah, so Half is pretty well respected at this point. Don't believe everything you hear. Okay, so... Right, and this, of course, was the conference room where, on Journey to Rooted Hold 3rd level, where Bithro first met... Or was it 2nd level? It might have been 2nd level, 2nd or 3rd, where Bithro first met 87th Negotiator? I think that's her name. And shortly later, 34th Slayer? Oh shoot, I'm forgetting numbers now. Anyway, yeah, so Half, first defense coordinator, he has a fun face. And then first tar technician. Oh,
Bithro got the directions to Nevkept Conferent. As he climbed the stairs upwards through what had been his journey to Rooted Hold, he realized the path was diverging. Where previously he had gone south toward what was Blorn, new passages were accessible, so now he was heading north. Judging by the distances involved and a little mental arithmetic, Bithro suspected this establishment might be about 40 miles away from what was Melanfral, deep into the ground. After a few days' travel on a narrow path through a large cavern, the path gently curved to meet the side. In the wall was a strange replica of above-ground architecture. A quaint-looking old inn with a stone finish, large log columns, a brick chimney, and a nice pine wood patio, complete with a 2-seater swing. The far side of the inn's roof and its opposite wall met flush with the cavern's boundary. Bithro had seen far stranger things over the past few months, and moved quickly indoors.
Neat. Alright, I'm at a lodge. Oh, okay, there's the 2-seater swing. Well, this seems nice. Okay, so I didn't try exploring elsewhere back there. I should have. What if I do it here? Oh, there is a room. Alright. Bithro's not moving quickly indoors yet. Okay, so I can't go that way. I want my... Is it F7? It is. So that counts as a move. Does that count as a bump? Did I just find an unexplored bit of puzzle space here? Or underexplored? The bump move against the edge of a room where another room doesn't exist. If I had a mimic, would they input a bump move here? Now I want to know about this. Yeah, maybe I don't want that on all the time. And the same thing over here. Bump, bump, bump. Alright. Alright, so what are we doing here?
Welcome to Nevkept Conferent.
Hi, I'm First Slayer. I'm here to take care of the roach problem.
Oh, absolutely. It's in this back room at the bottom of these stairs. Feel free to make use of our facility and go downstairs when you're ready.
I will do that. First use I'm going to make is to read this scroll. Alright, so recording again. Great. Library.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, You look like a tar technician.
169th TAR Technician at your service.
First Slayer, nice to meet you. Psst. Do you know why the forbidden gel was forbidden?
Shh. Okay, you didn't hear it from me. But the reason gel was forbidden was because it's made of chopped up goblin bits. And you couldn't keep getting more materials without causing an all-out war with the goblins.
I'm not a scientist, but tar stuff's just a shapeless blob, right? What would you need blood and bones for?
Look, if you don't like that story, you can just buzz off, okay? You're going to get in trouble if you keep poking around.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Well, fine. If you don't want to help me, then I guess we're done here.
Oh boy, the way DROD audio is balanced is always kind of a thing. This is up as far as it goes.
Follow me.
I guess I need to turn these down a bit. Because I can barely hear what's happening. I wonder why it's always been like that. I assume it is now because it's always been like that. So that the audio balance wouldn't be off here compared to elsewhere, but I wish it were different. Oh! Academic philosophy for armchair philosophers. The really super long tomorrow. Alright. I'm just gonna skim these real quick. Oh, super good for lots of things. I built a whole level about them, and it was fun. The what? The euphemism escalator. Oh! Goblin's a photo album, says the Goblin. I guess I looked at one of the photos. That's pretty good. Oh, rock ball. Right, I remember that. Ignition. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that was fun. A place to insert jokes. Alright, well this is just a little place to get locked in if somebody follows a distance behind you. There's a brain here. Alright, don't know what's going on there, but take a guess. Sleeping quarters. 4 to a room, except this luxury room with just 2. I like how the sign has a portrait. Hey, here we go. Tester credits. Whole bunch of people. Alright. Neat. Voice actors. There we go. Oh, I had the wrong voice. Okay, sorry. So it's not Snacko for Beethrow here. It's Logan West. West.Logan there. I thought that did sound a little different from Snacko. Doing a pretty good Beethrow impression, honestly. This is, I'm enjoying this. Alright, I think Lucky Luke was probably the voice of the, whichever TAR technician, the head TAR technician I just had a meeting with at the, conference room back in Rooted Hold. Well, not quite Rooted Hold, the way to it. Any other voices I might recognize here? I've watched LPs from this person. I think he may have not shown up yet. I know Zendaris' voice. I think he may not have shown up yet. Okay, so a couple that I might recognize in the future. Alright. Vanifa will be in there somewhere. Half will be in there somewhere. Do I have any idea who Half's new voice might be? I don't. Anyway. Okay, 2 artists. Cool. Alright. Yeah, so this has, again, been in the works for a very long time. It's great to see it finally released. So I'm assuming the next level is where we finally get to the puzzles. I have taken the upper end of the 20 to 30 minutes estimate. A stick! I guess for stirring the vat there. Oh, you broke something. What happened?
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
But it was so cruel. I should have been able to prevent it.
These things happen. You can't prevent all problems. Just focus on being helpful when you're actually on the scene.
It was such a good face, though. I'll miss it.
We all will. But we'll make a new one. It'll be different, but he'll still bring the room together. Life will go on.
Oh, can't step on the vase. Alright, well, a vase was broken here. Big heavy clock weights. This is how the Empire does power. These get carried up to a high point, then they're like dangled off an edge and slowly apply mechanical force to the chains, and that's how work is done. Referendum on post-turning name for lodge. Neth kept confident, 50 votes. Right way up in, 35 votes. Overhang keep, 14 votes. Slimy in, 1 vote. Referendum on including eyeball pudding in cafeteria menu. No, 99 votes. Yes, 1 vote. Do you suppose there's some overlap here? There might be. Okay. Place I can't access, but it has this tantalizing set of stairs and a checkpoint. How very tempting looking. This alternate floor often marks speech spots I'm noticing, like here in the library, so I'll definitely be looking for those to see if... Maybe this is the way back once I'm done. That seems reasonably likely. Oh, hello. Well, or maybe I can get to it through those cracks? Let's see if I can get to the room to the south. It does not appear that way, yeah, so that one... Seems like there's maybe a final secret room after I've come back from everything here, if I'm interpreting this right. I might not be. On the minimap that kind of looks like it goes, but it's just some pipes going off that direction. Cafeteria is closed for renovations until further notice. Please enjoy our recycled gruel until our reopening. Some way or another, that sounds pretty gross. Depends how you interpret recycled.
Here's my eyeball pudding recipe. And here's the time and location of the next Carpenters Guild meeting. Okay, looks good. Here's my committee's latest design of the proposed RFC 7669 fragmentation grenade. Excellent. Here's my Wraithwing soup recipe. Finally, pleasure doing business with you.
So you're perhaps the one who voted for the eyeball pudding. Alright, exchanges are happening. I guess these are restrooms, bathrooms, something. Okay. And this would be the kitchen. Alright.
So, how is it that evil eyes can see through tar?
Well, it's kind of translucent, isn't it?
No, not at all. You can't see walls, doors, or trapdoors under it.
These two have different settings.
You can't? I can see all that stuff just fine.
Ridiculous. Did the geneticists just give you good eyes or something?
Apparently. I thought everybody saw tar as translucent.
Oh, that's a pretty good joke. These two have different game settings here. Where's the... There it is. So one of these has their tar stuff alpha slider all the way, one way or another. Oh, that's good. Alright. I use the facility.
So what does this place do, exactly?
Back before the turning, this was a lodge for out-of-city Empire citizens who wanted to restock on supplies, hold meetings, or just get inspiration from our lovely natural caverns. Just prior to the turning, we converted the building into holding cells for citizens to take shelter during the turning. But now that the turning's over and I sent our census back out, it's pretty much business as usual around here. Feel free to have a look around before you start your job.
Alright, cool. So, we're gonna enjoy the beautiful natural caverns next time and actually get to the puzzles, probably. Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing what that entails, and yeah, so I presume that's an exit stairway, and I'll be able to take this down to here and learn about... Okay, right, this is hard wall, this is non-hard wall. I was trying to remember how the cracks interacted with one or the other. Anyway, yeah, so it's just Just a matter of room construction. Alright, cool. So, I'll see you next time to get down here and get to some puzzles.